If Joe Biden had done this 10 years ago, he could have dramatically lowered his risk of serious prostate complications, and it's not just about meds. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on what the president should have done differently to protect his prostate, using both science and powerful at-home strategies that every man should hear. Buckle up, this could change your life, or the life of someone you love. We're not here to speculate. We're not here to politicize. We're here to educate. Because if you're a man over 40, or someone who cares about one, this conversation could be one of the most important ones you'll ever hear. Now, recently, rumors have circulated, unconfirmed, regarding former President Joe Biden's prostate health, possibly involving stage 4 prostate cancer. Whether those rumors are true or not, that's not our focus. Our mission here today is bigger. What we're doing in this video is this: we're going to look at what many men, including high-profile ones like President Biden, often overlook when it comes to prostate care. I'll walk you through the science-backed medical advice, alternative support strategies, and daily home habits that can make all the difference, sometimes before a diagnosis ever happens. And most importantly, we're going to talk about what you can do, starting today, to support your prostate naturally and holistically. Now, I'm Dr. Brian. I've spent over 20 years in integrative men's health, helping patients navigate chronic illness, inflammation, hormone imbalance, and yes, prostate conditions. What I'm about to share with you goes beyond what you'll hear in a 15-minute doctor's appointment. This is the kind of conversation that saves lives. So grab a notebook, settle in, and remember, you're not powerless. Whether you're 42 or 82, it's never too late to take control of your health. And if you're already watching and this feels important to you, I'd love to know you're here. Comment below if you're ready to learn something today that could truly impact your future. What Joe Biden likely did, and didn't, do. Let's be clear from the start: former President Joe Biden has access to some of the best healthcare in the world. Annual physicals, regular testing, high-level specialists. He's not waiting at urgent care or Googling symptoms like many of us do at 10 p.m. on a Tuesday. But even with all those resources, there's still a critical question we need to ask: could he, and should he, have done more to support his prostate naturally before things ever reached a serious stage? The answer is, almost definitely, yes. Let's explore what he likely did right, and what may have been missed. What he likely got right: 1. Regular screenings. As a sitting president, Joe Biden would have had his PSA levels checked regularly. That's a good start. PSA, prostate-specific antigen, is a blood marker that, while imperfect, helps detect prostate changes early. 2. Routine digital rectal exams. Uncomfortable? Yes. Effective? Also yes. These exams allow doctors to feel for any unusual growths in the prostate, something that a PSA test alone could miss. 3. Access to top-tier care. Biden's team includes world-class physicians. Any warning signs would have been quickly evaluated, biopsied, and treated aggressively. That's an advantage most men don't have. But here's the kicker. And where the conversation shifts: even with all that, many men, including those in power, fail to support their prostate health proactively and holistically. Let's talk about what he probably didn't do, and what most men don't either. What he likely didn't do, but should have. 1. Lifestyle habits beyond the basics. At 81 years old, Biden is doing remarkably well in many ways. But prostate health isn't just about showing up for your annual checkup. It's about what you eat, how you move, how you sleep, and how you manage stress, every single day. There's very little public indication that Biden ever followed an anti-inflammatory diet specifically targeting prostate support. That means limited processed meats, more plant-based foods, and strategic supplementation. We'll get into that in the next section. 2. Deep hormonal optimization. Here's something that doesn't make headlines. Prostate health is deeply connected to your hormone balance, not just testosterone, but DHT, estrogen, and even cortisol. Most conventional doctors don't check these unless there's already a major issue. If Biden wasn't monitoring these markers regularly, he may have missed early signs of hormonal shifts that silently stress the prostate over decades. 3. Nutritional gaps. Even with a decent diet, aging bodies often struggle to absorb nutrients. Unless you're actively supplementing key prostate protectors like zinc, selenium, and vitamin D, you're leaving your prostate unprotected. Did Biden take these? We don't know. But the average man his age typically doesn't, and it matters. 4. Gut and inflammation link. Emerging research shows that chronic gut inflammation and microbiome imbalance can drive hormonal disruptions and low-grade prostate inflammation. Again, traditional medicine rarely explores this. If Biden, like most men, wasn't optimizing gut health, he may have unknowingly created a toxic internal environment. 5. Mind-body awareness. Men are notorious for ignoring or downplaying early warning signs. Pelvic tension. Frequent urination. Trouble starting a stream. Just getting old, right? Wrong. If Biden noticed these symptoms but didn't treat them as red flags, like many men don't, that's a missed opportunity for early intervention. And here's the deeper truth. You can't outsource your prostate health to your doctor. No matter how elite your medical team is, your daily habits are the first and last line of defense. That's where Biden, and frankly millions of men worldwide, missed the mark. In the next section, we're going to break down exactly what medical science recommends when it comes to long-term prostate health, and what you can start doing today, no matter your age or current condition. Coming up. Medical best practices for prostate health. What medical science actually recommends for prostate health. Alright, we've talked about what President Biden likely did right, and where he may have missed key opportunities to support his prostate naturally. Now let's get laser focused on what medical science actually recommends when it comes to long-term prostate health, and how you can apply these insights starting today. Because here's the thing. Most men only start caring about their prostate when they have symptoms, or worse, when they get a diagnosis. But by then, you're already playing defense. Let's shift the game plan. Routine screening, but smarter. We already touched on PSA tests and digital rectal exams, but let me emphasize this, it's not just about if you test. It's also about how often and how early. Average risk men start PSA screening by age 50. High risk men, African American, family history, etc. Start at 40, or even 35 if multiple risk factors apply. What most guys don't realize is that a single PSA number isn't everything, the trend is what matters. If your PSA went from 1.2 to 3.9 in 1 year, that spike is far more concerning than a steady 4.5 over 10 years. Smarter screening equals smarter prevention. Hormone balancing. Let's bust a myth. Testosterone doesn't cause prostate cancer. But imbalanced hormones, especially high levels of DHT, dihydrotestosterone, can stimulate prostate growth and inflammation. What should be tested? Total testosterone, free testosterone, DHT, estradiol, yes, even in men, SHBG, sex hormone binding globulin, cortisol. Chronic stress wrecks your hormone balance. A functional medicine approach to prostate health goes far beyond low T. We look at the whole hormone ecosystem, because when it's out of balance, the prostate suffers silently for years. An anti-inflammatory, prostate-supportive diet. There is no prostate diet magic bullet, but there are science-backed patterns that make a serious impact. What to eat more of? Cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, kale, Brussels sprouts help detox harmful estrogens and reduce inflammation. Tomatoes, cooked, rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant linked to reduced prostate cancer risk. Pumpkin seeds, contain zinc and plant sterols that support urinary flow and reduce prostate enlargement. Salmon, mackerel, sardines, full of omega-3s, which combat chronic inflammation. Green tea, loaded with EGCG, which may slow prostate cell growth. What to reduce or eliminate? Red and processed meats, linked to higher prostate cancer risk. Dairy, in excess. High calcium intake may disrupt vitamin D absorption. Refined sugar and carbs, fuel systemic inflammation. Even small changes here can make a difference. If you're still watching, and this nutrition piece is something you've overlooked in the past, comment below. It helps me know this part of the video is hitting home for you. Strategic supplementation. You can't out-supplement a bad diet, but the right nutrients can fill the gaps and support your prostate naturally. Here are my top 5 medically supported picks. 1. Zinc, 15-30 mg/day, essential for prostate tissue and sperm health. Most men are deficient. 2. Vitamin D3, 2000 to 5000 IU daily. Low levels have been linked to aggressive prostate cancer. 3. Saw palmetto, well-known herbal support for benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, and urinary flow. 4. Selenium, 200 micrograms per day, antioxidant that supports immune health and may reduce cancer risk. 5. Pygeum and beta-sitosterol, botanicals that support prostate size, reduce inflammation, and ease symptoms. Always consult your doctor before starting new supplements, especially if you're on medications. Sleep, stress and the mind-body connection. This one gets overlooked constantly, but hear me on this: chronic stress is a prostate killer. Long-term stress raises cortisol, which lowers testosterone and increases systemic inflammation, which your prostate doesn't like one bit. What can you do? Sleep 7 to 8 hours every night. No excuses. Practice daily stress relief, meditation, breath work, cold showers, whatever works for you. Move your body with joy, walking, dancing, hiking. Not just grinding at the gym. Laugh. Talk. Connect. Men who are socially isolated have higher inflammation markers and worse outcomes after cancer diagnosis. Taking care of your mind is prostate care. Gut health and detox pathways. This is advanced, but critical. If your gut is inflamed, leaky, or overrun by bad bacteria, it creates a constant immune activation that can trigger prostate problems. Steps to support your gut: probiotic-rich foods, yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut. Soluble fiber. Oats, apples, flaxseed. Limit alcohol and processed foods that kill beneficial bacteria. Support liver detox with milk thistle, leafy greens, and hydration. Your prostate is downstream from your digestive system. Keep it clean, keep it flowing. You now have the medical roadmap. These aren't guesses. These aren't internet hacks. This is what the research shows, and what I share with my own patients in clinic every week. You don't need to wait for symptoms. You don't need a diagnosis to start. You need awareness. You need commitment. And you need action. In the next section, we'll shift into something even more exciting: natural and alternative strategies you can integrate at home, simple things Joe Biden, and any man, could be doing daily to support the prostate. Powerful natural strategies for prostate support at home. Let's get into the good stuff now. The natural, home-based strategies that men like Joe Biden could have leaned into far earlier, and that you can start integrating right now. These are not woo-woo ideas or social media trends. They're grounded in evidence, traditional wisdom, and clinical experience. The kind of small, consistent shifts that compound into serious health wins over time. And honestly, they're simple. Almost deceptively so. Let's break them down into 6 easy-to-follow areas. Daily prostate supportive teas. Tea is one of the oldest healing rituals in the world, and it's incredibly effective when used consistently. My top 3 blends for prostate health: nettle root tea, naturally supports hormonal balance and reduces DHT accumulation in prostate tissue. Saw palmetto tea, gentle diuretic and inflammation reducer, perfect for men experiencing frequent urination at night. Green tea, organic, loose leaf. Loaded with EGCG, a compound that's been shown to reduce tumor growth and support immune health. Pro tip: combine nettle root and green tea for a daily morning tonic. Start with 1 to 2 cups a day. Make it a ritual. Sip slowly. Breathe deeply. Hydration and cleansing routines. Your prostate sits beneath your bladder, and its health depends heavily on proper fluid flow and detox. That means, drinking at least half your body weight in ounces of water every day. Avoiding dehydrating beverages like energy drinks, excessive coffee, or sugary sodas. Adding lemon or cucumber to your water to support gentle detox and alkalinity. Urinating regularly, don't hold it in. Ignoring the urge can contribute to inflammation over time. If you're watching this and thinking, yep, I definitely don't drink enough water, go ahead and comment number 4 right now. And don't worry, awareness is the first step toward change. Weekly detox baths. You heard that right, baths. Not just for relaxing, but for actually supporting lymphatic flow, circulation, and detoxification. Try this once or twice a week. Prostate detox bath recipe: 2 cups Epsom salt, half a cup baking soda, 10 drops lavender or frankincense essential oil optional, 1 teaspoon bentonite clay, in a cloth pouch, soak for 20 to 30 minutes. Light a candle. Breathe. Let your body decompress. These baths may seem simple, but they have a deep impact on inflammation, tension, and hormonal stress. Pelvic floor work and prostate massage. This is a big one, and almost no one talks about it. Your pelvic floor muscles support the prostate, bladder, and sexual function. Weak, tense, or inactive pelvic muscles can contribute to issues like poor urinary flow, erectile dysfunction, prostate congestion. What to do? Practice Kegel exercises daily. Yes, men can do them too. Squeeze, hold for 5 seconds, relax. Repeat 10x, 2 to 3 times per day. Try perineal self-massage. Using your hands, apply gentle pressure to the area between your scrotum and anus. This helps stimulate lymphatic flow and ease inflammation. Consider professional pelvic therapy. Many physical therapists specialize in men's pelvic health, and it can be life-changing. Natural foods with medicinal power. Earlier, we talked about dietary patterns. Now let's hone in on specific foods you can use medicinally, daily or weekly. These are more than groceries, they're prostate medicine. Tomato paste, super concentrated source of lycopene. Add to soups, sauces, or mix into olive oil for a salad dressing. Pomegranate juice, unsweetened, rich in antioxidants and shown to slow PSA rise in men with early prostate issues. Ground flaxseed, adds fiber, healthy fat, and lignans that help balance hormones. Sprinkle on oatmeal or smoothies. Turmeric with black pepper, anti-inflammatory power combo. Make golden milk or add to roasted veggies. Brazil nuts. Just 1 or 2 a day provides your full daily dose of selenium, crucial for prostate health. Integrative healing practices. Finally, healing isn't just physical. It's also energetic, emotional, and spiritual. I've seen this in countless patients. The men who heal most completely aren't just treating their glands, they're healing their lives. Meditation, 10 minutes a day, can regulate your nervous system, hormones, and inflammation. Gratitude journaling, lowers cortisol. Enhances immune function. Time in nature, reduces blood pressure, calms anxiety, and boosts vitamin D. Sound therapy or music healing, vibrational therapy is an emerging field showing promise in men's health. These might not be in your doctor's prescription pad, but they're real medicine nonetheless. You have more control over your prostate health than you've been led to believe. It's not just about medications or surgeries or waiting for the bad news. It's about ownership. Daily choices. Empowered habits. And if you're still watching this video, I want to honor you. You're showing up. You're listening. You're learning. Next up, we pull it all together. What would a total, personalized prostate protocol look like, combining the best of medicine and nature? Let's create the blueprint. The ultimate prostate health blueprint. Joe Biden. Or you can use this. Let's now bring everything together, science, strategy, and soul, into one cohesive, realistic, and empowering blueprint that President Biden, or any man, can follow to naturally support prostate health. I call this the Prostate Resilience Protocol. It's not just for men with a diagnosis, it's for every man who wants to age with strength, vitality, and peace of mind. Pause, we'll organize this protocol into 4 daily zones. The morning reset, physical plus hormonal priming. This sets the tone for your entire day, physically, hormonally, mentally. Daily routine. Hydrate first thing with a glass of lemon or cucumber water. Take a gentle prostate supplement, e.g., saw palmetto, pygeum, or stinging nettle, per your provider's advice. Do 5 to 10 minutes of movement, light stretching, yoga, a short walk, get the lymph and testosterone flowing. Green tea or matcha, full of prostate protective antioxidants and gentle caffeine to reduce inflammation. Optional, add a tablespoon of ground flax seed to a smoothie or oatmeal for lignans and fiber support. This 20-minute ritual alone can profoundly shift your metabolism, hormone regulation, and inflammation profile. Nutritional wins, what you eat, when you eat, why it matters. You already know your diet shapes your destiny, but here, it's about targeting foods with clinical backing for prostate resilience. Daily checklist: 1 serving of tomato paste or cooked tomatoes, 2 to 3 servings of cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, kale, 1 healthy fat at each meal, avocado, olive oil, nuts. Add turmeric and black pepper to soups, stews, or eggs. Avoid excessive dairy, red meat, and processed foods. Drink pomegranate juice a few times per week. Intermittent fasting, 12 to 14-hour overnight fasts, can also lower inflammation and reduce PSA progression, but always consult your doctor if you're on medications. If you're still watching and learning, comment number 5 right now to let me know you're locked in. You're doing great, let's keep going. Mental and emotional wellness: the unspoken key to healing. You could eat like a monk and supplement like a pro, but if you're carrying around chronic stress, unresolved anger, or emotional isolation, it can quietly sabotage everything. This is the part most men skip, and it's often the one they need most. Daily/weekly practices: 10 minutes of quiet meditation, preferably in the morning or before bed. Keep a short, gratitude plus release journal. 3 things you're thankful for, 1 thing you're letting go of. Practice breathwork, 4-7-8 technique or box breathing, before stressful situations or bedtime. Check in with 1 supportive friend or family member each week. Human connection lowers disease risk. We are not machines. We are living systems. Healing happens in the presence of safety and connection. Weekly detox and recovery rituals: think of these as your maintenance days. The behind-the-scenes work that keeps inflammation low and circulation high. Pick 1 to 2 days per week to do the following: detox bath, Epsom salt, essential oils, baking soda, like we covered earlier, gentle self-massage or foam rolling of the hips, lower back, and inner thighs. Outdoor sunlight exposure, even 10 minutes, supports vitamin D and hormone regulation. Limit screens after dark and aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. And here's a powerful bonus strategy: no chair day. Once a week, avoid prolonged sitting, work while standing, stretch during calls, walk instead of scrolling. This alone improves circulation to the pelvic region and supports lymphatic detox, 2 key factors in prostate health. Customizing your blueprint: you don't have to do everything at once. Start with 2 to 3 practices that feel most doable, then build from there. The key is consistency, not perfection. For example, if I were advising President Biden personally, I might say, Mr. President, let's start with a morning hydration ritual, a prostate supportive tea, and a 10-minute walk every day. Once that's second nature, we layer in targeted nutrition and pelvic activation work. This is how real, lasting change happens. 1 smart step at a time. What would it look like for you to treat your prostate, not as a ticking time bomb, but as a sacred signal that asks for attention, alignment, and care? Because you can. You absolutely can. And if you're still with me, I see you. I appreciate you. This is how we turn knowledge into transformation. In our final chapter, I'll offer a few closing thoughts on Joe Biden's journey, what we can all learn from it, and how to move forward with courage, clarity, and care. Legacy, lessons, and a new way forward. So here we are, at the end of this journey. And what a powerful journey it's been. We began by looking at a serious, and still unconfirmed, report. President Joe Biden's alleged diagnosis of stage 4 prostate cancer. But what we found along the way was something far more universal, a call to action, a map for healing, and a deeper understanding of what it means to really care for the body and the mind. Now, whether you're the President of the United States or a hardworking dad in Ohio, the truth is the same: your prostate doesn't ask for much, but it does ask for your attention. What Joe Biden's story teaches us: look, we're not here to criticize a man's personal health choices. But as a doctor, I believe in honest dialogue. If President Biden had made proactive prostate health a regular part of his routine, he might have caught things earlier. He might have optimized his hormones, his circulation, and his immune function in ways that gave him more resilience. But the lesson isn't just for him, it's for all of us. Waiting for symptoms to appear is like waiting for smoke to pour from your engine before checking the oil. And in that spirit, I ask you, what part of your health have you been ignoring because you were too busy, too scared, or too distracted? Moving forward with courage and clarity. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the choice to face that fear and take action anyway. So here's what I want you to remember: you have more power than you've been told. Prevention is always more powerful than reaction. It's never too late to start. Never. If you're over 40, it's time for a conversation with your doctor. If you're younger, now is the perfect moment to build habits that will serve you for life. And if you're already walking a healing journey, stay the course. You are not alone. What resonated with you? Now, I want to hear from you. What's one thing from today's video that hit home the hardest? What step will you take in the next 24 hours to honor your body? How will you share this knowledge with someone you love? Your stories matter more than you know. And if you've been with us this far, you're the real MVP. You're part of a growing movement of men and women who are done with being passive about their health. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Your prostate is just one part of a much bigger picture. When we take care of our bodies, our minds follow. When we seek truth, not fear, in medicine, we unlock choices. When we walk this path together, we create change. So whether you're a 22-year-old son, a 45-year-old husband, or a 78-year-old grandfather, the message is the same: you matter. Your health matters. And it's never too late to start. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching. And we look forward to seeing you in the next video.